How many people have summited Everest to date? Like, what kind of are the numbers around that?
We're looking at about 7.5 to 8,000, 7,800 around that since 19,
Including Sherpas?
including Sherpas, yeah.
Including Sherpas. Okay, wow.
It's different people. Now, in a sense, I don't know, I mean, I'd have to look it up. Maybe a sense we have like 12 or 13,000, but that includes people who've climbed it 5 times or 6 times, but about 7.5, 7,800 different people have climbed Mount Everest. Now, to put this into context, let me put it into context. Now, last year, for example, or last spring, around, I can't remember the number, let's say 670 people summited, or, around 600. In the years between 1953, when Everest was first climbed by Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary, and 1996. And I use 1996 because it was the year when there was a very big storm and
Into
12
thin
people
air.
died in
That's
a
when
single night.
everything changed. Yep.
Exactly. And John
Yep.
Krakauer wrote a book then, Into Thin Air. So in those 43 years, 173 people summited in 43 years.
My
Now,
God.
we have more than 600, and I think the bumper year is still 2019. I think we had around 800 people. So you see how it's changed. Now, just very quickly to go back to your question, why is it so important for people to climb Everest, and why do they want to fake it? I mean, I think it's really to gain recognition, to gain admiration from people.
Sure,
And
of course.
a lot of people identify themselves, with, oh, look at me, I've climbed Everest. And I actually, when I climbed Everest in 2009, I wanted to do a book, which never came off. I had a photographer with me, and he took photos of the people before they climbed Everest and afterwards. And I interviewed them before and a year later, and just to see how their lives have changed. And I
Interesting.
always say people climb Everest as, like, let's say an engineer or a medical doctor or, a hairdresser, and they come back as authors, keynote speakers, and
Yeah.
mountain.
But is climbing Everest a bit like winning the lottery, where it's like this thing everybody wants, and then once you get it, your life actually gets worse? Have you seen that? Like,
I like that.
have you
Please, what do you
have
think,
you
Billy?
And
ever
it's a,
experienced that? I feel like people get like less. I mean, you're the exception, Billy, but like, I feel like sometimes people climb Everest and they're intolerable.
no.
It's like so they won't shut up about it. Like,
Oh
do
yeah,
you?
very, very true, very true. I mean, I think, and I try. I mean, of course, a lot of people know that I've climbed Everest, but I don't really talk about it. If you read my book in
Good pitch. Good
no,
pitch, Billy.
once it's in English, you will probably you'll read the book and you finish it, and you will probably not know that I've climbed 8,000 meter peaks. I mentioned them, but only with a sentence. It's not you know I don't really identify myself with it because I'm lucky I have so many other things. But of course, people are proud to have climbed Everest. And even though the media puts it down as if people are being carried up, and I always have to correct that, nobody gets carried up. It is
Yeah,
heavily facilitated,
100%.
heavily facilitated.